When will your white host meme review? Well, first we have to get married.
That is the requirement. I have to be married to everyone that hosts meme review.
No, it says wife.
The newly married Marzia Kjellberg is part of one of YouTube's biggest power couples. But don't get it twisted, she isn't just Felix's sidekick. With over 4 million Twitter followers, 7 million followers on Instagram, and over 7.7 million subscribers on YouTube, that is before she left the platform, well, she's been able to create an empire all on her own. Now, Marzia has made money from multiple businesses in fields from fashion to writing to design. Her success has allowed her to travel the world with Pewdiepie and to pay for a spectacular wedding, which some say could have cost as much as $150,000. Married, you say? Huh. Seems a little different than what she was thinking back in 2013. We are not getting married or having a baby. Ha ha ha. So first marriage, could a baby also be on the way? A little pewds. The baby would probably have a 10 million subscriber celebration even before they're born. Now Marzia, she has a reported net worth of $2 million, doing everything from YouTube to authoring her own novel. Now on the website of her shop, she lists herself as a creative soul that was never quite able to focus on one thing. After 25 years, she realized there was no need to pick just one thing she liked, so she created Mine, a place where her passions can meet and the results get out into the world. And it's true, she's earned her money from a multitude of industries, including work in fashion, design, shoes, novels, pottery, and more. It's also allowed her to spend it on her dream life. But in this video, we're gonna get into how she makes her money and what she spends it on. And, well, how much her wedding to Pewdiepie actually cost. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden walking you through the financial come up of Marzia Kjellberg, here for you on The Rich Life. I said that weird because I read all your comments from the last video we made. Yeah, if you haven't checked out some of our other The Rich Life videos, we've recently covered Austin McBroom, the Ace family, of course, DDG, Chris Brown, Will Smith, and more. But you guys gotta let us know who's next in the comments down below. And I also got a trivia question for you guys. What is the nickname Marzia has for her car? Stick around, I'll be answering that a little bit later because the fact god never disappoints. All right, now let's roll that intro. Marzia Kjellberg was born on October 21st, 1992 in Italy. She was a pretty shy kid growing up, but after her family moved to a new part of Italy, well, she found a new group of friends. Before long, she realized that she wasn't being true to herself and spent some time finding out who she was. Finally, she found a friend named Diazzo, I think I'm saying that correctly, and together they shared interests in architecture, travel, creepy stuff, and funny videos. It was Diazzo who introduced Marzia to a YouTube channel known as Pewdiepie. Now Marzia, she thought that Pewdiepie was so funny that she went in to contact him and send him an email. The two began chatting over Facebook for a couple months, and before long, well, they were talking all the time. But don't get it twisted. Now Pewds, he wasn't a full-time YouTuber back then, and he was barely making any money from his videos. There was no gold to dig. But he was able to save up enough money to fly out to Italy to visit his online crush in her hometown. Now the two, they fell madly in love, and within a few months, well, she moved to Sweden at just 19 years old to be with Felix and explore the world and the internet. Now Pewdiepie's channel, it blew up shortly afterwards, but Marzia, she had trouble finding work in Sweden. So with all of the free time, she decided to start her own YouTube channel in January of 2012. She posted videos about fashion, beauty, makeup, and of course some vlogs.
It was something very unusual to do. I had no idea how to do it. Luckily, I had Felix on my side that was there to kind of guide me through it. But it took a while for me to be comfortable, even just in front of the camera.
By November of 2015, Marzia's videos had gained over 446 million views with nearly 6 million subscribers, making her the world's most popular Italian creator. So with that, and these being what I like to call the YouTube gold rush years, well, she was pulling in a whole lot of ad revenue and some good old brand sponsorships. Sorry, I don't know what I just did there. Then with PewDiePie's meteoric rise to the top of YouTube and Marzia's success with her channel, well, brand deals began flying in from movies to clothing companies, and the two were getting paid some good money to promote products. And companies, well, they even began to pay for flights, hotels, and experiences for the couple to go all over the world. All of a sudden, Marzia began to see that anything was possible. Now, she used her platform to make her own dreams come true. And like I said at the beginning of this video, well, she has a lot of dreams in different fields. Speaking of dreams, she published a book called Dream House, a novel by Pewdiepie Marzia in 2015. And the book is currently available on Amazon and it goes for around 10 bucks. So she's still making some bucks there, good for her. And since then, she's made her money in more ways than I can even count. Now, she designed her own shoes and her own nail polish line. She also had a clothing line, a fragrance, candles, and basically everything in between. Damn! But being a famous YouTuber isn't as easy as it may look. Now, you may have to deal with a lot of opinions flooding your comment sections each and every day. I've been there. Now, it's a lot of time alone and, well, there's a lot of pressure to keep your audience happy. So Marzia, she's no exception. She felt the burn. In 2018, Marzia, she told her fans that she wanted to retire from the YouTube game to focus on other things in her life. She felt like she was isolating herself from the world and staying too much in her own bubble.
And so just like I did 7 years ago, today I'm ready to change things around in my life. I have no idea what to expect, but I do feel like it's the right thing to do.
But her success didn't stop by clicking the red record button and ending her YouTube career. Marzia has multiple successful businesses that continue to bring her in consistent revenue and are helping her to carve out her own lane. Now, she launched the jewelry, pottery, and home decor brand Mai in 2018. She has a unisex clothing line called Suki Market, owned alongside her husband Felix, and the clothing is actually really nice. And I might have to buy one. I could use some new threads, so. But then again, YouTube hasn't been too kind to the old fact god. And these shirts, well, the prices go anywhere from $50 to $100. But the socks, they are only 12 bucks. So that I can afford. Now, everything from the line looks beautifully crafted and it's all unisex, so they can cater to both their audiences. Now, currently she sells multiple things through her individual website, including Aqua, which is a jewelry company that I'm probably saying incorrectly. Now, Subbox, which is a monthly subscription box that she sends out that includes a bunch of different items. There's mystery packs, which is a similar idea, but you won't know what's inside each one until you get it. Now, currently she has one for hair care and one for miscellaneous items. She also sells socks, towels, and beanies. Who knew? Now, with all this income, well, Marzia and Felix, they live a pretty nice lifestyle together. Now, the two, they don't splurge on too many material items, but they do love to travel and have traveled all over the world together. They've been to New York, they've been to Singapore, they've been to Menorca. I never even heard of that place, but apparently they went. Other destination spots include Iceland, Budapest, and of course Japan, where they plan to buy a home one day. And that's actually where Felix proposed. Now, the two, they had an 8-course meal, and then Felix, well, he popped the good old question. Also, I didn't even think there was a place that served 8 courses. Maybe you have to have over 50 million subscribers to get into the restaurant, or at least 10. I know Kwebbelkop, he's all about this fine dining. Now, the couple, they settled into a home in Brighton, England in 2013 after deciding they wanted to live somewhere out of the spotlight and not in either of their hometowns.
We wanted a place where we could both speak and be independent, because in Italy you would have to lean on me, in Sweden I had to lean on you.
Yeah.
Their current house, I'm guessing, I'm hoping. Anyway, it looks like it's got an amazing backyard pool.
I told you. We're doing a photo shoot for Marzia.
But if you find their address online, please, for the love of God, do not go.
Just because you found my address doesn't mean you found an invitation for you to come over. This should be obvious.
Now, the first time we did the Rich Life video on PewDiePie, I actually found his old house. I got it bang on. You couldn't believe it. But they've since bought something lavish that's, I think, a little bit outside of town. Basically a mansion, from what I've heard. But the address ain't out there. No one knows. But I'm sure it's really nice, and he just films the videos in the basement. When it comes to whips, well, Marzia has posted a few times about loving the Nissan Figaro, but says at first that she was too scared to drive it in the UK. Also in 2016, Marzia bought a Fiat 500. Now, I'll tell you the car's name later in this video, but this car runs for around 20K. Now, on the same day that she bought a car, she also bought some pizza. And she's got a pretty cute car freshener, if I must say so myself. But then someone went and smashed her side mirror. Probably some T-Series inside job, if you know what I mean. Not to fret, when she got home, she had her 2 incredible pugs, Edgar and Maya, to keep her company, to lift her spirits. Now, most recently, the couple, they spent a nice amount of money on their beautiful wedding. Now Marzia, she shared some pictures from the night via Instagram where she stated, "It was the most beautiful day, which I will treasure forever. I am so thankful for all the people that made time to attend the event and helped us celebrate our marriage." Now the Daily Mail, I know they're questionable, but they reported that the wedding could have cost up to $150K. The wedding, it had a biophilia theme, and to look that up, well, apparently it's the theory that humans have an innate tendency to seek connections with nature. You wouldn't find that on the Pewdiepie subreddit. Now the wedding, it was a small affair with only the closest friends and family in attendance. Although the location hasn't been confirmed, many people have speculated that it was at the Nash Conservatory and Temperate House in London's Kew Botanical Gardens. Now the venue is reported to cost around 23 grand to book for the weekend weddings. Now having it on Monday, they might have saved a bit of money, but of course there were more expenses. Now the food is estimated to be around 3,000 euros, with lights and sound costing an additional 6 grand. Detroit-based photographer and fellow YouTuber Jessica Comas, well, she was on photography duty for the night, and usually photographers, they charge around $5,000 for an event. Marzia's dress was designed by couture designer Joanne Fleming. Now prices for designer dresses started around $2,000, but they could go up as much as $5,000. I got a feeling she spent a little bit more. Her reception dress, it was designed by designer Bucom Toy, which likely cost a few extra $1,000 for sure. And all of this is on top of her approximately 3-carat diamond ring, which was worth a reported $100,000K. Plus, who can forget their wedding cake, photo booth sparklers, and all the other extravagant things, that took place at their beautiful ceremony. Now, I'm just happy for them, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead for them in the future. I also would have loved an invite, but I guess. Come on! Oh, by the way, Marzia's Fiat, it's named Anime. And I think that has something to do with anime, because we all know they're obsessed with Japanese culture. I don't know, just a guess. Anyway, did you guess that correct? Because I asked you that question a little earlier in this video. All right, guys, I'm wrapping up this episode of The Rich Life. My name, of course, is Michael McCrudden. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you want more people or videos for us to do, you gotta let us know who in the comments down below. How about good old Jacksepticeye, a good old Irish lad? I'd love to do that. I'll calculate how much he spends on pints. If I don't even think he drinks. All right, I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!